Mic check. Okay. I'm back with another live stream. Hopefully, everything is working out and the volume is picking up. So, I'm here for all of your questions, hoping to be able to answer your questions. And as you guys know, I'm here every Sunday at 4 o'clock Central Time just to hang out with you guys and answer your questions if you have any questions. What's up, Jason? You number one every week. Can you hear me? Is everything working out? What's up, DJ Chill? How's everything going over in H Town? Hello, Jewel. What's going on? All right, I'm just here. If y'all have any questions or anything y'all want to talk about, just let me know. Oh yeah, it's raining over here too, DJ Chill. It started raining yesterday, and it's supposed to rain for most of the week. How's the weather up your way, Jason? And what about over your way, Jewel? How's the weather over your way? Oh, it's flooding over there. Y'all be safe and stay in. Stay in out of that mess. It's actually not raining right now, but it's been raining all morning and yesterday. Oh, it's raining in New Jersey. I guess it's raining everywhere right now. So, what did y'all print anything good this week? And by the way, I have that video part one. A lot of people have been asking about the video of how, I guess, what equipment you need to get started. So I will be posting that video on Tuesday, and it's kind of long because I kind of went into a lot of detail on it. It's probably about 30 minutes or so. So I'll be posting that on Tuesday. So y'all be on the lookout for it if y'all are interested in that. Jason, you said you have no life. No, I see you making me feel bad now. I'm thinking y'all like hanging out with me on Sunday, so you know that's why you be here on Sunday, so you can hang out with me. What's up, Scooby Doo? Um, do I align my screens with markers on the press or before? I actually line it up by doing a test print with the first, I guess the if I have the outline of the image or something like that, it like depends on what my design looks like by what screen I use. But I usually do like a print with that one, and I line the rest of the screens up from that screen. Like the best one to use is probably like a screen that is like the outline of your design, like something like if you have a image that is outlined in like black or whatever, that's usually what I use to line everything up. Hello, Eugene. Glad to have you here. And we do this every Sunday at 4 o'clock Central Time. So, if you're interested, you can show up every Sunday after church. Jules says she did a rhinestone Proud Mom shirt and family shirts. Yes, getting close to family reunion time, so I know a lot of y'all probably be getting some family reunion orders pretty soon. Good afternoon, Dale. And Jules says she also did some caps. This is a thing that I'm looking into, getting a cap press, and I have a few people that have asked about caps in the past, but I have never just really looked into it. And right now I'm kind of researching getting a cap press. Yeah, Jason, I knew you was kidding, Jason. I knew this is the place to be on Sundays at 4 o'clock Central Time. This is the best place to be right here. Let me see. Make sure I didn't skip any questions. That's the only way that I know to. Well, I'm not gonna say that's the only way that I know to line up the press, Scooby Doo, because you can use it, but the only way that I do is lining it up on press. You can use like the transparency film to line it up. You know, it's a few other ways you can do it, but that's for me. I'm pretty much gonna have to be on press to line it up, and I don't know what to tell you on that. I can try to find out something for you and contact you with the information if it's another way that can be done. If anybody else know, Scooby Doo is in a wheelchair, and she said it's kind of hard to line up the screen on press sometimes. So if y'all have any ideas about that. Okay, Scooby Doo says she loves the Hotronix hat press. Yeah, that was the one that I was looking into because it has the removable or replaceable, interchangeable platens on it. I was kind of looking like that. Okay. DJ Chill, what kind of cap press or hat press do you have? Yeah, I'm taking recommendations because that's something I was thinking about getting, especially over the summer. You know that you could probably print a lot of hats over the summer, and I just mostly been sticking with the t-shirts, and I have done like a few like jogging pants and stuff like that, but I mostly do t-shirts. Okay, DJ Chill got 140 caps. That's got to be done by Wednesday. Stay on the grind. That's good. So far, I have one order coming up for this week. Hopefully, I'll get plenty more, but right now I only know of one that I will for sure be printing. Dale S asks what size screen positives I use. I actually use two different sizes. I use the 11 by 17 and I use the 13 by 19. And the ones that I use kind of depends on, like if I have a lot of kid sizes, then I'll probably use the 11 by 17s. And if it's only a few kids sizes or the bigger kid sizes, then I'll use the 13 by 19. Anybody else on here have a cap press? What kind do you have, and do you like it? Tease your way. Have you used Make the Cut software? No, I have not ever used Make the Cut software. Mostly what I use is Photoshop to create my designs, and every now and then Illustrator. But that's something I need to get more into, is using that Illustrator to create the vector images. And I use Rolling Cut Studio to cut out my vinyl designs. Jason has a Hicks hat press. A little older, but it's great. Well, Jason, that's the kind of press that I have, a Hicks. It's mine is the 15 by 15 Econo press, and I haven't had any problems out of it. So Hicks is a pretty good brand, and the Econo press is just like their budget press. Okay, DJ Chill got the double hat motion going on. He said he got two hat presses. Scooby Doo just received another order, blessed but tired. Yeah, I was thinking about using the vinyl on the hats, DJ Chill. But when I do get a little bit of time, I will try to get into the making the transfers, and I might try that. But I gotta go ahead and find me a hat press. I kind of been looking at a few, and I'm gonna have to make my decision up before the end of this month. Yeah, we got a couple of people that use the Hicks presses. They are some good presses. I've had mine for going on 12 years or so. 10, 12 years, somewhere off in there. And I have not had any problems at all. Hopefully everything will continue like that. No problems. Lou Richard says, I have a hat press from Heat Press Nation. It's okay, but the power goes on and off. If I could afford, I would go with the Hotronics. Well, if you're not getting that many hats, then maybe you don't have to go with that one. But if it's making me money, then go with the press that's gonna last for you. That's what I recommend to people, going with the top name ones. You can find an econo price press or whatever instead of having to buy the most expensive press. But sometimes, like with the Hotronics presses, they have some really nice presses, but some of them do run a good price though. And the press that I have, that Hicks Econo print, I haven't had any problems with it. It works fine for everything I need. Scooby Doo, Jason Ian's got an idea for you. I think he said, have someone help you make a grid board to go on a table and I'm sorry, I can't even read. I guess have someone make a grid board to go on a table at a height you can reach. Okay, and line it up to the grid. Then have 3 bumpers to rest the screen so they're all in the same place. That may help you out a little bit. Jules said she had to get 2 standalone hat presses and a 3-in-1. Yeah, that vinyl is faster than that embroidery, Scooby Doo. And Jason said he's heard good things about the Geo. Is that George Knight presses or the Geo Knight presses maybe? So what orders do y'all have coming up this week? I have kind of a memorial / family reunion order that's coming up this week, and it's about 75 shirts. Not that big of an order, but it's gonna have 2 prints on the front. One is gonna be a full color photo, and the other one is just gonna be some text. And Jules Shelton wants to know, how's the flock working and can you layer it? That's a good question. I have never used the flock. Scooby Doo, I think you was the person that was talking about the flock earlier. Can you layer the flock? Oh, okay. All right, Jason, you taught me something today. I didn't realize that was George. I guess I knew the abbreviated name of it, Geo. I remember that for next time though. All right, Scooby Doo, they keeping you busy this week. Already got you booked up. And you can layer that flock. I never worked with the flock myself. Once I get into the hats, I think there may be something to use with the hats. I use the Laser One opaque transfer paper. It's going on some lime green t-shirts, and the ink is going to be black on there. So I usually use the Laser One opaque because I have the laser printer, and instead of going with the inkjet, because with the toner you can print a lot more shirts with the toner. So I go for the laser printer when I'm using my transfers. And it's been raining up here today. I'm not even going to get to go play ball today. So I'm just going to hang out with you guys for a while. Ivan Ramos said, "Is the order that I have is it going to be screen printed?" No, the photo is not going to be screen printed. Only the words on there. Has anyone on here ever used the brick vinyl on caps? What's up, Teresa over in Alabama? You welcome and thank you for watching. Charles Ezenek asks, how do you line up the film to the frame before the exposure? Maybe you could do a video. I'll try to do a video on that, but the way that I do it, since I've been using my exposure unit for a while, I kind of know where to line it up. And the main thing is, getting it in the same place for each screen. So since I've been using it for a while, I kind of line it up. I mean, have a little technique that I use to line it up. But you can get registration systems to help you line everything up perfectly. But sometimes they can be kind of expensive. And some people have made their own. I've seen a few videos on YouTube of people that have made their own. But I will try to get a video out for that. And I don't know if I said it earlier, but it wasn't as many people in here. But I have done the part 1 video of how to get started in the t-shirt business, showing you each and everything. And this one is the $500 or less. The equipment is $500 or less to get started. So that video will be coming out on Tuesday. So if you guys are interested in that, you can check that out. And I have another video coming out Monday. It'll be coming out at 6 a.m. on Monday. So y'all can be on the lookout for that also. And I will be working on a few more videos probably tonight. Ivan Ramos said, where do I get the paper? And he uses Avery brand, but he don't like it. I order mine from eBay or from Amazon. And I just kind of go on there and see who has the best prices. But you can get it from both eBay and Amazon. You can also get it from Best Blanks and Coastal Business. And that's the Laser One Jet Opaque. Laser One Jet Opaque. Laser One Opaque. Not the Laser One Jet Opaque. Laser One Opaque. DJ Chill says he bought I bought my film in a 100-foot roll. It lasts longer. Let me see. Okay, CF 420 all day 7. Go ahead with your question. Okay, I see your question. What's the first thing I should do when I get my heat press? Do you have a vinyl cutter already? If you have a vinyl cutter, you can, if you can cut you out a few designs and put them on shirts for you and your family to try to promote your business and post some on social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media accounts you have. So that's one of the things you can do when you get started, and just try to get it down to where you know what you're doing. Because when you're first starting out, sometimes you don't know exactly what you're doing. So if you need to watch some videos or whatever, just kind of get you a little bit of practice in and some experience in so that you can be ready. Be ready to print some shirts for some other people. Turning some extra light on. It was looking like y'all couldn't see me that good. What's up, Ari J? That's my son on here. Y'all check out his channel if y'all are interested in seeing what my son is up to. Ari J TV. And it's crazy. Last week, it might have been 2 weeks ago, I know that he had been wanting to be a YouTuber. He had been wanting to post videos to YouTube, and he is 8 years old, and I never told him how to post videos to YouTube, but he has a tablet, and he actually learned how to upload videos by himself. But the only thing was he didn't know how to edit anything, so he was just uploading videos, and he actually uploaded 5 videos in one day on that first day and 5 videos the next day. And he's been real consistent. So y'all check him out and subscribe to him if y'all interested. because I know he'll be excited to get some new subscribers. And that's RJ TV. Excuse me, RJ TV here on YouTube. Jules Shelton said that she sublimates the inkjet paper, or she sublimates on jet paper. That sounds pretty interesting. How does that turn out? You're welcome, son. So it's like you just print the image, you put it. I don't know. That's something that's interesting. Sublimating on the inkjet paper or on the jet paper. That's something I would be interested in and seeing how it works. Palazzo, 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 Palazzo. What's up? I see you got the smiley face emoji going. Yeah, I might have to try that. I have thought about getting into the sublimation also. I don't know. It's just, I guess, when it comes to stuff, I kind of just get into it, and then sometimes I have to do a lot of research before I can actually figure out what I want to do. But that I did look into the sublimation like a few years back, when I first started, and I have looked into it a few years after that, but just have not made any moves in that area. But that sounds real interesting. Yeah, Lou Richards, I know you need the special ink. You also need like the special shirts, because you can't just print on the cotton shirts. You have to print on 100% polyester shirts. That was something that kind of turned me off from it a little bit. All right, RJ, let's not get too out of control with these emojis and stuff, because this is really a t-shirt channel, so I don't want you taking over with your emojis and stuff like that. Yeah, that sublimation. Scooby Doo said the sublimation is super easy to do. It seems like it's pretty easy, but I don't know, because it needs like special, I guess, special materials. That kind of turned me off in the beginning. But I have looked into it, because you can do like plaques and different stuff like that. I mean, it's a lot of different things you can do with the sublimation, but that's just something that I never got into. But maybe I need to rethink it and get into it. Oh, it works on the 50/50, Jewel. I didn't know that. When I did my research, it's actually been some years, but all I was finding was the polyester, and I know they had something similar, and I can't even remember exactly what it is, that you could print it on cotton shirts, but you had to like pre-treat it or something like that. Yeah, those CIS systems are the way to go. When I was using the Epson printers, that's what I used, but I always had a few issues with the Epson printers. I guess I used them too much and would burn them out. And then you had to like figure out how to reset the ink pad and all that stuff. All right, Mario Jr. It says, how can I get my plastisol more soft? Mine is super thick and very hard to flood. Um, I am not sure if it's very hard to flood it. I'm not exactly sure what kind you have, because I actually use the opaque plastisol ink, and you do have to mix it up pretty good to get it to be easier to work with. I guess if that's the problem you have, and they also have reducers, which I have never used the reducer. And the one of the things you can do, a little tip, is you don't want to get the ink too hot, but you can kind of warm it up a little bit, and it'll help. Mostly in the wintertime is when I do that, like when it's pretty cold. Don't get too cold down here, but when it's cold enough for me to need to loosen the ink up, sometimes I'll like put the screen and let it kind of hang out over the flash dryer to warm up a little bit, but the main thing is mixing it up. Let me see, I'm getting quite a few questions now. online effort. Let me see. Online Erfurgerich. I'm probably butchering that name. Says the sublimation only works on polyester. I use it for mugs and pillows. Ivan Ramos. The Laser One Opaques comes only dark for dark garments. I don't see any for light garments. They have it. The one that's for light garments is called something else. And I don't really do many light garments, so I mostly just use the Laser One Opaque. But let me I'm gonna grab this paper right quick, and I can tell you what the one is called. That's for the light. I'm gonna grab it right quick. I'll be right back. What are they need to grab? Don't be on camera. Don't be on camera. Come on. This thing over here. Okay, this right here. This is the Digitrends. And this is laser paper that is actually, and this is the laser paper that's actually for the light colors, and it's called Digitrends. And I have a little bit of it, but I mean, I don't really, and you don't have to weed it either. It says it's no weed paper, but I don't really need much for the light colors, so I mostly just use the Laser One Opaque. I don't do as many light colors. Let me see. RJ, you can go ahead back over there. Maybe you can get some subscribers. Go on over there, all right? It's a delay. Okay. Yeah, Lou Richards. That's what kind of have been making me reconsider it, is that you can do the plaques and the mouse pads and mugs and stuff like that. That's what I'm mostly interested in. Yeah, Ivan Ramos, you can put the ink on that flash to warm it up. Like, just let that. What I do is just kind of let the screen hang over the flash, kind of like you can kind of see it back here. Let me see, like how my flash dryer is back here, and I would just have it just like that, how it is back there, and you just kind of leave it there for a little bit, and it'll eventually warm the ink up enough for you know, to help it be easier to work with. Christopher 570 asked, did I start with water base or plastisol? I actually started with water base, and when I was doing the water base, and I kind of wanted to get into the darker shirts, that was why I went with the plastisol, because the water base don't do so well on like black shirts and stuff like that, unless you just print with white ink. But yeah, the water base feels a lot better because it does not have much of a hand compared to the plastisol. But they do have some thinner plastisol inks you can use also. Okay, Mario Jr. says, so I tried to cure some shirts yesterday under my flash dryer, and it reached like 380 to 400. I left the shirt under for about 50 seconds, and I let the shirt cool down. And today I did the stretch test. Do you think everything came out right, Mario? Oh, you said and it cracked. Can I recure it? You can try to recure it. Um, I'm thinking you're saying that it reached 380 to 400 degrees. It should be curing at 320. Maybe you didn't do it evenly. Did the whole design crack or just parts of it? Because you know when you're using a flash dryer or a heat gun or something like that to cure it, you have to make sure that you get the entire area cured at the same temperature. Sometimes if the area is bigger than your flash dryer, it may be hanging out or, or whatever. But you can do that, the stretch test, but the best test you can do is washing it. But did the whole thing. Ari, Mr. Ezenak said hello.
I'm gonna type hi. Tell him I say hi.
He heard you. I'm pretty sure he heard you. Look, Christopher 570. I'm gonna tell my other son to come around here. Absalom, come here. Come here. Look, this what I got in my household. Stand up so they can see your jersey. I got Cleveland right here, and y'all already saw the Warriors. So I got one LeBron fan, one Stephen Curry / Durant fan. So this how it goes down in my house. Okay, Ari, you can go. Y'all can go. I just wanted to see that somebody commented about it. Let me see. And let me see who left that. Mario Jr. Jason Inns answered a question, or I guess dropped a little info on here for you. Plastisol cures at 320 to 330. Only needs about 10 seconds to reach under the ink too. So you'll have to kind of experiment with that to kind of see, because it's hard for me to say, because if you have a shop where you have like a fan or air conditioner or something blowing, then it's not getting all of that temperature that you may think that is getting, or all of the heat that you may think that is getting, because the air can be interrupting the flow of the heat. So you'll just have to kind of do a little trial and error with it. Online FE4, I'm just gonna say online E, because I'm having a problem pronouncing it. He says, I think he should use a heat press to re-cure. The pressure could be helpful. Yeah, that's what I used when I was first printing t-shirts. I used the heat press to cure it. I was using the water-based inks, but I would let it dry, and then I would use my heat press to cure it. And if you can get it to where it's dry to touch, you can cure the Plastisol ink using the heat press too. Jason is saying wash it, Mario, just like what I said earlier. That's really the only true test, is to wash it. And if it stays in, it's cured. If it washes out, you got some more trial and error to do. Charles Ezenak said, I'm about to do a yellow on orange shirt. Do you think I should do an underbase? The yellow on orange. Now, is it the regular orange, or is it like safety orange? Now, if it's like the safety orange, you may need to do an underbase, unless you're using a high opacity or dark color ink, because with the safety orange shirts, they are 50-50, so sometimes the color of the shirt can kind of bleed through the ink. So it kind of depends on if it's just regular orange. If it's regular orange, I'm thinking the yellow, as long as it's the high opaque ink, then I can't even think of what it's called, the high opacity ink, then you shouldn't have to do an underbase if it's just the regular orange. And that's another thing, there may be a little trial and error with that, because if you're using the safety orange, you may have to do it unless you're using like black with it or a dark color. Let's see. Jules Shelton said, "Do I use a job board to manage orders?" I use a simple thing, and I've told y'all before, I live in a small town, so I don't get like as many orders. Like, I mostly do the printing myself, and because I live in a small town, I'm not like swamped every week. Sometimes I have a lot to do to where I will need help, but most of the time I just do everything myself, and I just come in early. I might work like 7 to 7 on some days, but um, I have just my order sheets on a clipboard, and that's how I do it. I don't have an order board, but that may be something I need to look into. It probably make it a whole lot easier. But I just put all of my orders on the clipboard, and once I get them off, I have a process that I do with the orders, like when they first come in, and then once I print them, it's a certain procedure that I go through so that I know what orders are completed and what orders are not, and what orders are fully paid and what orders are not, and when they need the I always make sure to keep up with when they need the orders to make sure that I don't have any late orders. But yeah, that's something that that I could probably use a job board. Healthy Lifestyle says, is screen printing transfers a good way for those who don't have the option to screen print themselves? I think it is, especially if you're getting some big orders, and if you start off doing the heat transfer vinyl and you get some bigger orders, it's going to take a long time to do all that weeding. So it would be more beneficial and more profitable if you could order the transfers and just print those on your shirts. And it's some other things, like if you have people that order shirts, like maybe a business, every time they get a new employee, they might order a new shirt or something. If you have the Plastisol transfers ready, you don't have to set up a screen or nothing like that every time, and it can save time. And I think when you're first starting out, that can be beneficial if you don't have the money to get into screen printing right away. Mario Jr. says, I'm working out of my garage, seeing and Jason. That's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. At least you started. If you have another job working out of your garage, that's probably the best place to do it, because if you have another job, you may not have time to be at an actual business. So that's not a bad thing. And maybe eventually your business will grow to where you have to get another location, because it's just so much business coming your way. Jason Ian said his first job was years ago, and he cured with a flash, and all 30 shirts washed out too. You got to experiment. That's true. Sometimes you have to go through and do a few prints and wash it out and see how everything turns out. But I think if you have a heat press, you can cure it with that, and it'll get up to the right temperature quick. Let me see. And Jules Shelton said, can I email my order form? And I had talked about that last week, and I'm sorry, I still have not got my web page done. My sister is good at web pages, and I asked her to do it, but I don't know, I just have not been able to get it done. She had worked on it a couple of times, and I'm not that choosy. I mean, I kind of had the layout of how I wanted it so that people could go on there and they could download it themselves. Let me see. I did write down a few of the emails last time, but like when I'm doing these videos live, I can see what everybody's coming. But then once I end the live, all the comments are gone. Like I can't, I don't have the comments to go back and say, okay, these people, here's their email address. So I didn't want to be doing something for some people and not for the other people, because I don't think it's possible for me. Let me see if I can find a pen and I can try to write yours down, because it was you and another person that was asking about it, that asked about it last time, and I told them that I was trying to get my webpage so that y'all could download it on there. I tell you what, Jewel, I'm going to type in my email address right here, And this may be a better way. Anybody who wants me to send them a copy of my order form or whatever forms I have, just email me. I'm going to type in my email address. And you can email me and just put, order form or whatever you want, whatever you want me to send to you. And I'll try to get that done. That may be an easier way to do it so that I won't leave anybody out. Jason N says when it starts smoking, it's done as long as it's not a thick deposit of ink. Yeah, that is one way that you can tell because, the ink, once it starts to cure, it will have a smoke coming off of it. And Mario Jr. said, how far away should my flash drive be from the shirt being cured? Look, I haven't cured mine on the flash drive in a while, but I'm going to say maybe about 5 to 7 inches. But I would have to, it's been some years since I have actually had a cure like that, so I would have to probably go back and try to see. Because right here, when I'm flashing, it's a little bit closer because it's not going to be there as long as it would be if I was curing it. So I would say maybe about 5 to 7 inches. And right here, Scooby-Doo says about 3 inches. So, I could be wrong because it's been a long time since I had to cure them like that. And a lot of that stuff was trial and error. You go through and you try it at one height. You try it at 3 inches. If the 3 inches is not getting it, you try it at 5 inches. Or, you just have to do a lot of trial and error when it comes to the t-shirt printing. And that's with a lot of things with t-shirt printing. Even when you like burning your screens and exposing your screens and stuff like that. Like you can't just give one answer for everybody and it work. It depends on your area. It can depend on if your area is humid, if you live in the mountains, if you live in a cold area, stuff like that. So, it's still going to have to be some trial and error. I can say that one thing works for me and it may not work exactly as it does for me, for you. Healthy Lifestyle says, so the actual name is Plastisol. It's actually Plastisol ink. So, most people, if you're in the t-shirt industry and somebody says Plastisol, you will know what they're talking about. But it's, I guess, what you would really say if you was trying to get somebody to know what you was talking about would be Plastisol ink. Let me see. Jason N said he did about 4 inches, which worked pretty good. You're going to screw up a ton of shirts. Yeah, you have to kind of get that trial and error in, and once you figure out the right recipe for what you need, then you have to kind of stick with that and maybe even make some notes. And then sometimes stuff can be different. Like in the wintertime, it might be one thing, and then in the summertime it might be something else. Because in the summertime it's usually hotter, so it may not, it may cure a little bit faster. Black lettuce, what, I don't know exactly how to pronounce that. I guess that's right what I said. What do you think of using Fiverr to get graphic t-shirt designs? I think it's a good idea. If you usually they offer a good price, and if they can do what you need, I say go with it. Let me see. Ira J, you asking when I'm going to get another order? I have to order some shirts on Monday. Jules Shelton says, I'm trying to find ways to get myself organized. I'm not really, if y'all been watching my videos, y'all probably have saw big piles of papers and t-shirts and different things on my desk. I try to be organized, but once I organize, sometimes stuff kind of get out of control. And I can't even show you my desk at home because it would be too embarrassing. I'll clean it off this week, and next week it'll be right back like it was. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I'm just not that organized, as far as keeping my desk and stuff clean, stuff like that. But as far as the t-shirts, I just keep everything. I have a little process that I do, and I just keep, I have different color clipboards, and they mean different things. So, that's kind of how I keep myself organized as far as printing the t-shirts goes. Mario Jr. says, will I destroy mini shirts if I buy a conveyor dryer? That'll help, and that'll be better because see, when you have a conveyor dryer, it's actually kind of enclosing the shirt in there to keep all of the heat in there. So you should not mess up as many shirts. But the other thing you can do, if you run it through and you don't think it's cured, you can always run it back through. And you just have to adjust your speed and temperature and everything appropriately. But I think that will speed up the process and cut down on a lot of mistakes. But you can still not do things right with a conveyor dryer. You just have to do a lot of trial and error to get everything exactly right. Lou Richards says, does any viewers have a website, and if so, are they getting any business from that or more from word of mouth? Well, when I had my website, and when I do the game day t-shirts during football season, I actually had, because I would have people calling asking me to hold a shirt for them and telling me they want shirts, and I can't do that. If you have to come in and pay for the shirt, and so I ended up setting up online so that they could pay for the shirt through Square. That was back when I still had my website up, and I didn't really get much business on there. So I just mostly deal with the people when they come in. I mean, I would love to have an online business and have where I print the shirts, and we have the online business. You don't have to deal as much with the customers. Like the way that my business is, sometimes I might be printing shirts, and even if I come in early or if I stay later, before hours or after hours, I still have people coming trying to get shirts. Like somebody might come and knock on the door because and that's a fly. I don't know if y'all can see it, a little gnat, but I still have people coming, knocking on the door, interrupting me sometimes. So the online business would be ideal as far as being able to work and not be interrupted. Okay, Jules Shelton wrote her email down. If y'all want me to send y'all the forms that I showed in my last video, if y'all just send me an email and just say what you want, and I'll send it to you. And that way, maybe I won't leave out people, because it's just taking longer than it should to get my web page going. I have my sister working on it, so that's another story right there. Mario Jr. said, Jason, and anyone that can help me, my email is rayonsapparel@gmail.com. Any help is appreciated. Let me see. Thanks for all the love, Palazzo. I'm sorry, I kind of got off track because this thing started rolling up and I had missed quite a few questions. Okay. You're welcome, Jewel. Let me see. And Scooby-Doo said, I think this is for Mario, to check your manufacturer of the flash dryer and see what they suggest. Check and see what they suggest for curing the shirts. Mario Jr. said, how do you guys do it when you guys print? I was printing yesterday and got ink everywhere. It was horrible on my squeegee, on my clothes. Sometimes that happens. That's why I always, like, if you ever catch me screen printing, I usually have on like gym shorts and a t-shirt or like some old clothes, some old pants. I don't wear my good stuff over here because you never know. And then sometimes, for some reason, I might be printing shirts and I'll seem to get it on my finger or something. And then, sometimes I might touch a shirt and get it on that shirt. Then I have to, do the spot cleaning gun on that shirt to get that ink stain out of it. Jason, Scooby-Doo says, Jason, I have a conveyor too. I burned the ink on the shirt. That's funny. Mario Jr. said it was all over his face. You was having a face painting instead of a t-shirt printing then, Mario. But yeah, that happens. That's part of screen printing. I just try to make sure I don't wear my good clothes when I'm printing. That's why a lot of times y'all see me, I have like the same t-shirts on over and over. And most of them are like older t-shirts. Drew Shelton says, I wish I was as organized as you. I have a chaotic mess. It maybe because I'm on camera and I don't show the actual mess. I kind of try to hide the bad messes from y'all. Because some of it is pretty bad. What's up, Judah? Jason N says, Mario, someone told me this when I first started, and he couldn't have been more wrong. Ink gets everywhere. No fighting. No fighting it. It's going to happen. Let me see. Jules Shelton says, orders come from word of mouth, Instagram, or Facebook. That's where I get most of my customers. Yeah, that Facebook really helped me out during football season. So I'm trying to do a live stream. Can you go over there? I'm not going to be on here too much longer. It's almost been an hour. Let me see. Jules Shelton. Okay, I read that. Santiago Gonzalez said, what printing equipment do I use? My screen press is a Vastex V1000, and my conveyor dryer is a what is it? It's an old Hopkins BMW conveyor dryer. I don't even really know the exact name and everything of it because I bought it used. I mean, it works fine and it does what I need, but they don't even make it anymore. And then I have a fast flash dryer. I can't even talk. Fast flash dryer that I got from eBay, and mine I believe is 18 by 18. And I have my heat press that I use for vinyl and transfers, and it is actually made by Hicks. Then I have my rolling vinyl cutter. I have the 24-inch and the 15-inch rolling vinyl cutters. And I hope that answers your question. Mario Jr. said, it's too crazy wearing gloves. That was the only thing that didn't get dirty. That's funny. I never wear gloves when I do it because I feel like if I get ink on the gloves, I won't feel it. I'll feel it when it get on my hands before it get on, before I will when it get on the gloves. So I just have never wore gloves. RJ, get off of my YouTube.
What?
Because I said so. Drew Shelton says the website hasn't done much at all for her. Teresa Dunn, just some marketing advice. Tell people how to place orders with your company. Always promote yourself when possible. Free marketing. Mario Jr. says, how do you guys clean up the spatulas and any plastisols? I've been using my ink wash, but that's expensive. I just spray mine, and actually for the inks that I use a lot, like black and white, I just leave the spatulas in them. I've never even take them out. But I use the what is it called? It's the man. My brain don't be working right on Sundays. This be my day off, so let me see. I use the I have a video where I named the name of the ink remover that I use, the plastisol remover. But that's how I remove mine, and I have like the thick paper towels that I use to clean everything off with. Jules Shelton says Heritage sets up a free catalog website with no pricing for customers to pick out blank apparel. Lou Richard says thanks for the marketing tip. I think that's who said that. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the marketing tip, Teresa Dunn. And Donnell Hagan says that he gets most of his business from Facebook too. Ari J, I'm not gonna play with you. Get away from him. You come over on this side and just stand in the corner over there till I get off of here, and I'll deal with you then. Damien21 said, can I make a tutorial on how to recreate someone's own design and also import designs? Yes, I can do that for Photoshop. Let me write that down. Absalom, could you bring me a pen, please? I had a bunch of pens over here, and I don't know what happened to it. Thank you. Okay. Charles Ezenek said, does the spot gun work well enough to save the shirt, and how much are they? They have different price ranges. The one that I have, I believe, was about $30 or something like that. And the spot cleaning fluid is probably about $25 to $30 also. So I guess about $50, maybe 40 something dollars if you can find a cheaper price on the spot cleaning fluid. And it's not for big areas. Like if you get a little spot on your shirt or something, that's what the spot cleaning gun is for. But it's not really, I mean, you probably could, but you would use up a lot of the fluid and stuff. But Ari, could you turn that off? Now I don't know what the deal is with you today. But yeah, the spot cleaning gun is not for like cleaning the entire design off of shirts, which you probably could do that, but it's really just for little spots when you get spots on your shirt. Let me see. J Billion Sparks said, are you still moving? I don't know if he's asking that question for me or what. I don't know. I don't think I said I was moving. I mean, I would like to get my own business, my own building, because I'm renting right now, but I have not found anything this far. Lou Richard says, wow, Facebook is popular, but I don't really have friends on Facebook. Can you still get customers? I'm gonna say this from my experience. I would rather not have to deal with my friends and family as customers, because you know when you're dealing with your friends and family, they always want deals and discounts. So the best thing to do would probably be to to have your customers be strangers or people that you don't deal with on a regular basis. Belinda Parker said that everyone start with new or used equipment. I started with new equipment when I first started, and I ended up the only thing that I had. Well, I have two things now that are used, and that's my rolling 24-inch cutter and my conveyor dryer. Everything else was new. Jason N says baby wipes. That must be what he used to clean the ink off. I have to try that. I had those little. I can't remember what they call the wipes from Ryonet that I used to use, and they seem to work pretty good. But I think they were kind of expensive. I haven't bought any in a long time. Actually, I haven't even bought from Ryonet in a long time. Thank you, Santiago Gonzalez. Thank you for watching. J Billions Prank says, "Can we see your price list?" I'm working on getting a video done for that, so I'm hoping to have it out either this week or next week. And I'm sorry, sometimes it takes me a while to get the videos done because I am steady working every day. That's why I choose to do my lives on Sundays because I don't work on Sundays. So I'm working on a video of the pricing so that you guys can figure it out. But depending on where you're located, your pricing will probably not be the same as mine. And, it's the best way that I have found to come up with your pricing is to kind of see what other people in your area are charging. Because if everybody else is charging $5 just for you to print a personalized shirt for them, and then you charging $50, that it may be a problem there. But you also have to price your stuff at the right price because, your services are a valuable service. You don't want to be underpricing yourself. Lou Richard says, I started with a new 9x12 Hicks press and later got a 15x15 new press from SUNY as well as a mug press. G. Clemens said, what software can I use for rhinestones for the US cutter? If anybody can answer that question, because I've never dealt with the rhinestones, so if anybody can try to give an answer for that question, I will appreciate it, and I'm sure G. Clemens would appreciate it too. Okay, G, I see that Scooby-Doo come in. If you have Corel, then you can use that software. And the Rhinestone World has a good software too. What's up, Marlon Trini Designs? How you doing? Scooby-Doo's got the Vastex 2000 HD and love it. Stan Lee says, hey, thanks for sharing all this info. Did you invest in your shop when you bought your equipment new, or did you buy things as you grew? I actually bought things as I grew. I actually started off with my heat press. That was the first thing that I bought, and then I later got that rolling 15-inch Steiker vinyl cutter. And once I got to where it was too much to weed, when my orders started to get bigger, and it took too long to weed them, and I was having a hard time getting them finished on time, and then the price of vinyl is more than screen printing when you have bigger orders. Then that's when I began to look into screen printing. I first got a 1-color clamp-on press. Then I moved up to the silver press, which was a 4-color 1-station press. And now I'm at the press that I have now, which is the Rolling, which is the Vastex V1000, and it's a 4-station 6-color press. So I just kind of moved up little by little. All right, Scooby Doo is saying to, if anybody needs anything, a press or anything, they can speak to Mark Cooley at Vastex and tell them that Cheryl sent you. Maybe you can get the hookup if you tell them that. All right, thank you, Teresa, and thank you for watching. Blue T says, do I contract work like people outsourcing work to you? If somebody did that, I would do it, but so far I have not had anyone to do that. Tease Your Way is recommending a software, and this may be for the rhinestone question. It's called Make the Cut software, and it's a $59 software. Yeah, Donnell Hogan also was coming to stand. She said that she bought things that she grew. I'm saying she. Donnell, I'm thinking is a guy's name. Donnell Hogan said that they bought things as they grew also, like I did. Because, you know, when you first start and you don't know if that's going to be something you stick with. That's why I bought the cheapest one color press, which was the clamp on press. And if you guys check out some of my newer videos, you can see that. Excuse me, you can see that press in action. Mario says, is anyone around that yearly member? Is it worth it? I don't know. I'm not a member with them. If anybody can answer that question for Mario, or is anyone around that yearly member, and is it worth it? G. Clemens said, I need a dryer, but they're so expensive. What is the name of that? If you look on, doggone it. If you look up, try Googling HBE or home-based equipment conveyor dryers. They have some that are a little bit cheaper. I believe they're under $2,000. The last time I checked, it's been a while, but that may be something that you can check out, or you can try looking for a used one. The one that I have is used, and it's old, and you know, it's worked good for me. I haven't had any problems out of it. J Billions Prank said, do I have a website where people can order shirts or know about one? I need a website so people can upload their art and I do their order. No, I don't have anything like that right now, but they have, you can do something like Etsy maybe, and it may be a few other ones. I think on Etsy, you know, you take their orders, or you can set up your own website. Because when I used to sell the videos, when I used to film different events and stuff, and I have, well, this was back when MySpace was popular, but I would sell through MySpace. I would put the links up, and then they could go on my page and order the video, and I would ship it to them. Dang it, it's a gnat flying around in here. Marlon Trinity Design says, not sure if I missed it, T-shirt chick, but did you do the press recommendations video yet? I actually have one video that's going to be coming out Tuesday, and it is going to be like the cheapest way to get started printing. It's like the cheapest equipment packages and my recommendations for different presses and different supplies and different cutters. That's what it's going to be, but it's going to be coming out Tuesday. I actually have the video done, but it's a longer video, so you know it's going to take a while to upload. So I already have the one set up and scheduled to come out at 7 a.m. at 6 a.m. tomorrow, but the one about the press recommendations is going to be out Tuesday morning. And then I want to make it a part 3 video if you guys are interested. So just if you are interested, once that video comes out on Tuesday, just hit the like button and I'll know whether to go ahead and do the part 2 and the part 3. So this one is going to be starting with equipment under $500, and the next one is going to be like basically what I started out with and some of the things that I would have purchased, you know, when I first started out, had I known better, or you know, if I would have had the money to get certain things. Let me see. Lou Richards says, G. Clemens, I see SUNY.com has a flash drive for $159 new. I don't know that's what you mean by a dryer. I'm not a screen printer. Yeah, I'm sorry. When you asked that question, I just started about I just started answering about the conveyor dryer, but you could have been talking about the flash dryer. My bad. Didn't think of that. No, Mario, I do not have a video of CMYK printing. I actually have not really just got into that, but that's something that I want to get into. All right, Marlon. Well, that video will be out on Tuesday, so make sure you check that out. And the other ones, you know, if everybody show interest, then I can possibly have one out for Friday or the next week, the part 2 and the part 3 later in that week. J Billions pranks. Am I single? Yes, I am single. I'm divorced. I've been divorced about 3, going on 4 years. Jason N says, I still have my silver press for small stuff and testing stuff. That, you know, that I think I talked about that in the last video. I hated that I sold my silver press, but as y'all see in the video, I'm kind of in a little cramped area. I didn't really have enough room in here to keep my silver press where I could use it, but I could have put it in storage or something. But I, you know, sometimes I see that I do wish that I still have it. You know, I could use it for something that I have to leave set up or something like that. But yeah. Julie Frazier, when you started your business, how long did it take for you to start seeing profit? And that is that's a crazy question. It's not a crazy question on your behalf, but my answer to that is crazy because of the situation that was going on when I started printing t-shirts, when I actually got the building. Now, I started printing t-shirts in the beginning, and I was just kind of doing it for family and friends and stuff like that, and I wasn't really seeing as much profit. But then it's just like I'm not a person that is like really good with the business side of the t-shirts. You know, I've been learning more as I go. But when I first started, I was actually an apartment manager, and I ended up getting fired for nothing. But the job was a stressful job, and that could be a whole story time video about that. But when I first started, I was making like $2,000 a month, and to me, that's unheard of when you first start a business. Because I mean, it wasn't nothing but God that was doing that business in the way that, you know, I mean, it's just, I started and I was like busy, and I had a lot of customers coming in, people I didn't even know. And I mean, that's just a crazy story. And I would, in order to get through all the details, but right away I started seeing profits. But then, you know, once I really got into it, I ended up having to upgrade because I was only doing the vinyl shirts. You know, and I also do video editing and stuff like that. So I was like filming different things for churches, and and I had filmed a few recitals and weddings and stuff like that too. But you know, that would be a whole nother video to really explain everything and how everything went with starting out the business and making profit. G. Clemens says, can we start a group for used equipment when we upgrade? That's a good idea. Maybe that's something else that I'm gonna be getting into. as far as trying to find out the screen printing packages. So I guess what I would recommend is just kind of searching. You can go and check out some things on RoundNet, and RoundNet to me is a little bit overpriced because you can find some of the same, like the starter presses that they have. You can find something that's similar to it on eBay or on Amazon's a lot of times. So right now I can't just recommend a specific press, but I would go on RoundNet and see that the press that they have, the Riley Hopkins Jr., is basically the silver press that was my second press once I uploaded from that one color clamp-on press, but they have it painted in a different color now, but it's basically the same press. So I would kind of, if you can afford to get that one, that could be a good one. Catspit Productions had a press that he did a video on. It's like a floor model starter press like that, and it's like a 4-station 4-color press. So that's something that I'm going to be doing a little research on so that I can do a video for you guys on that in the future. Maybe maybe I can get that done within the month. I don't know how soon you are looking to get into screen printing, but I wouldn't recommend anybody to rush into it. Make sure you're getting what you need and make sure you're getting the best prices, because some of that stuff can be pretty expensive. All right. Jules said, how much square footage do you have in your shop? Can we see the front from the outside? I don't know the exact square footage, but this building is probably, it's like 2 buildings put together, and it's probably like 24, maybe 24 by 24 or something like that. I don't know how to figure out the square footage, and I don't know if telling you it's 24 by 24 will be the right thing, but it's about 24 by 24 when I measure it with my measuring tape. And your question kind of confused me a little bit. It says, can we see the front from the outside? I'm not exactly. That kind of confused me a little bit. If you can be more clear, maybe I can try to answer that for you. Let me see. Blue T says, do I do this full time or part time? I do it full time. I don't have another job. This is all I do. Let me see. Belinda Parker says, where's everyone from? I'm from the small town of Manny, Louisiana. I'm about 3 hours from Dallas, about 4 hours from New Orleans, and about 4 hours from Houston, Texas. Okay, front building, what the customer sees when they park and come in. The way that I have it set up, they cannot, unless they come around the corner or something, they can't see my equipment because I have this grid wall up with the material over it, so they can't really see back behind here, if that's what you're asking. All right, we got Stan Lee from London, UK. We got South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina. We got Cali, Arkansas, H-Town, Houston, Texas. We have, let me see, Richmond, Virginia, Orlando, Florida. We got Dallas, D-Town, and we have Shreveport. Richmond, Virginia. I think we got 2 Richmond, Virginians. J Billions Pranks, do you outsource heat transfers? That way you don't have to get hands dirty. No, I don't outsource heat transfers. Orange County, California, in the building or online. Shark City, where's Shark City, Mario? We got New York, Long Island, and New Jersey, North New Jersey. All right, we got Compton, born and raised in Compton, Serena and Venus, over in your area, or used to be. Jason said he wants to live in San Diego. We got Brooklyn, New York, BK. Freeport, is that Freeport, Maine? Donnell, is that Freeport, Maine? Henrico County, that's in California, huh? Okay, we got San Jose, California, Toronto, Canada. We got Southern Cal, SoCal. We got Richmond, Freeport, Long Island, New York. Okay, that's Long Island, New York. That's what it's called, Freeport. Henrico, is that Virginia? Henrico, VA, I think that's Virginia. I might not be up on my social studies right now. All right, we got Scooby-Doo is San Jose grad, San Jose alumni. Mario Jr. said, "Go Spartans." Y'all gonna watch the game tonight? LeBron versus KD. Anybody on here gonna watch the game tonight? Cause we getting ready to watch it tonight. I can't go play, so I'm gonna have to watch it. All right, we got Jamaica Kingston. When I was in college, I dated a guy from Jamaica. That's one place that I always wanted to visit. KD and Curry. Who you going for, Mario? Who you going for? All right, Scooby-Doo says JaVale is in the family. Jason Inns grew up from the 2 blocks from the Amityville Horror House. I see why you got that skeleton for your logo, then. Mario going for the Warriors. We got any Cleveland fans on here? Any Cleveland fans on here, or is everybody going for the Warriors tonight? All right, and I'm gonna Jason said I dated a girl from Jamaica. All right, Jason. Jamaica. I'm gonna type my email address on here again, and just in case somebody who was not in the room. If y'all want any of my forms that I use for, that I get my customers to fill out, my order forms and stuff like that, you can email me. And I'll try to get those sent out. If you email me tonight, then I can probably try to go ahead and get those sent out to you if you're interested. So if y'all want it, write down my email, or, just send me an email and tell me what you're interested in. And I will try to send that to you as soon as I can. And I had a few people asking about those papers, but I didn't want to not give people something, because see, once I when I'm going live, I can see what everybody is typing, but once the live is over, I can't see it anymore. So, you know, I didn't want to just send some people the papers and then not the other ones because I didn't get their information. Is it a good idea to do just rest in peace shirts if I don't have a screen press but I have a vinyl cutter? You said you don't have a screen press. You can do rest in peace shirts with a vinyl cutter. As long as you have a heat press, you can, if you have a printer that you can use to print out some transfers, you can also print a full color photo. But I always let my customers know when you're getting a full color image printed that way, because I really would prefer to not have to print those photos like that. I would rather screen print everything, but since I'm not actually into the CMYK printing just yet, I have to do it that way. But if you know, you can print with the vinyl, and you can also print photos if that's something that you're interested in. Mario says, I'm a full-time locksmith and want to be a part-time newbie screen printer. Okay, Mario, so if I get my keys locked in my car, you can help me out then, huh? Oh, Jason N says that's his skateboarding logo. All right. Oh, never mind. This for Lou. Jason says, I'm English, Irish, and German. I'm practically transparent. You silly. Jules Shelton says she's doing memorial shirts with sublimate and vinyl. All right, then, Mario. I'll keep that in mind. But I'm going to do my best not to lock them in there. J Billions Prank says, do I use dark heats for light shirts? The light color transfers crack fast. Now, they do have the Jet Pro soft stretch that works really good. You know, you print it. It's Jet Pro soft can't even talk. Jet Pro soft stretch transfer paper, and it's for the inkjet printers. You print the design out, and you would have to cut around the design because it will leave the white border around the edges. But once you print it on the shirt, it's a hot peel, so you will peel it off and you stretch the shirt, and you know it will last longer and it does not crack. I haven't had, when I used to use it, I never had a problem with it cracking, and it lasts longer. The only thing is you can only use it for the light shirts, and it's like a soft hand, but it worked really well. And also, if you have a laser printer, this is the one that I have used before, the Digitrans. But you know, if I'm doing white shirts, a lot of times I just put the dark papers on there because I don't really get that many white shirts. So I mean, I have a little bit of this, the white transfer paper, but I don't really keep it in stock much because most of the shirts that I do are not white. They're mostly dark colors. All right, people, my people, if y'all don't have any more questions, it's been like an hour and a half. If y'all have any more questions, y'all can go ahead and type them in. But other than that, I'm about to go ahead and get off. And I do have the video for Monday. It'll be coming out at 6 a.m. And then on Tuesday, I'm going to try to get that one uploaded tonight. It's just going to take a bit to upload because it's kind of long. If y'all are interested in the cheapest way to start printing t-shirts with a heat press and a vinyl cutter, then be sure to check the video out on Tuesday. And I will have some more videos coming this week. I'm going to try to get a few edited because sometimes when I get busy, I don't get to post as many videos. But thank y'all for tuning in, and be sure to be checking for the new videos coming out this week. And if y'all haven't hit the bell logo, if y'all want to know exactly when I post post the videos, if y'all hit that bell icon, then you'll be notified as soon as I post. Because sometimes if I get busy, I may not get to post at a certain time. Palazzo says, I don't speak English, girl, but I love you. Thank you. What language do you speak? By your name, it kind of sounds like it may be Spanish, maybe. Where are you located, Palazzo? I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying, but since you don't speak English, but maybe you can get a little bit out of it. Thank you for watching, Jewel. And thank you for watching, Lou Richards. Thank everybody for watching Scooby-Doo. It's Italian Sicilian. Is that what your nationality is? Italian Sicilian? Alright, if y'all have any questions, go ahead and type them in. I'm going to give y'all about a minute, and then I'm going to go ahead and log off of here, and I'll see you guys in the videos this week, and I'll see you live again on Sunday. JB and Sparks, are you asking me to marry you? I don't know if I'm ready to get married again. Thank you for watching, For. Thanks for watching Tease Your Way, and I plan to continue posting videos. You're welcome, Jason, and thank y'all for tuning in. Okay, I'm going to put my email up one more time. JB and Sparks says, ask my son, can you marry me? I don't know. You want a new daddy?
I guess. Maybe.
He's undecided. He don't know. I don't know if he want me to get married either.
Yes.
He said yes. Yes, I can marry that person, or yes, you want a new daddy. He said to take a picture of your face, JB's pranks. He want to see what you look like, I guess. All right, Mario. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll have more videos posted this week. Thank you for watching, Palazzo, and I will see you guys next week at the same time, 4 o'clock. So I'm going to go ahead and log out and everything, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.